Hey guys, what's going on? Russo here, bringing you guys episode 8 of the Road to the 1 Billion Rune Dragon tab. My apologies once again, I have not uploaded a video in quite some time. The last video I actually uploaded was 3 months ago in March, and man, life has been absolutely crazy since then. But luckily for us, we are back with episode 8. Now, originally I wanted the series to be 10 episodes. I think we can still get it to be 10 episodes. It's definitely going to be 9 episodes because we will need to have a closing episode. But then what I was actually thinking about doing is taking all the kills that I got, dividing it out, and kind of having a math type video to see if we actually met the drop rate for the things that we got in the video. So that is a potential. I might do that if people are interested in that or if I have the time. So that's really it, guys. I really haven't had the time. As most of you guys know who have watched my Twitch, I haven't even been streaming as much. And it's not because I don't enjoy content creation anymore. It's really just because I've been extremely busy in life. So I work full time. I'm back in grad school doing my MBA. And I also have a beautiful and wonderful girlfriend that I've been dating now for almost over 6 months, which is really cool. So lots of time is being taken up by those activities. So when I can make a video, when I can get to Lithgren, when I can kill the Rune Dragons, that's when I'm feeling happy so we can finally reach this goal of 1 billion. So before we get into the video, I just want to go over one pretty big change. We are actually back to Bandos Gang, guys. In the last episode, we had Justice Shiar, we had the Dragon Lance, and we had the Dragon Defender as well. We have since switched back to, we've actually, that's the wrong screen, but we have since switched back to Bandos, and as you guys can tell, we've also added different gloves. We've actually added the Ferocious gloves too. So, we do not have the Prayer Scroll anymore. That is because we actually keep rune arrows in there, and every time we get a rune arrow drop and pick them up, it goes directly into the ammo slot. We are back with the Nitsanot Helm, the Dragon Visage, or the Dragon Fire Shield. It actually is made from the Dragon Visage, and then, everything else is pretty normal. So, the reason why we use this is because it is the highest amount of DPS. Our goal is to not get as many kills as possible per trip, but rather just do very quick trips, bank very quickly, and go right back to Lithgren and continue on killing the Rune Dragon. So kind of a gear switch up, but I'm really, really excited about it. I think with this gear, you make roughly 1.5 to 2 mil an hour, depending on how lucky you are with the drop. So very good gear. This is what I would recommend. You guys can use Justice Shiar if you would like, but this is the gear that I am currently rocking. So before we go into the bank itself, we are going to actually go ahead and read the mural and get a nice little update on the amount of kills that I have. So in last week's episode, or not last week's, but 3 months ago in the last episode, we had 27,021 kills. Today we have 32,495 kills. That is a difference of 5,474 Rune Dragon kills. So as you guys can see, we have gotten a lot of kills since last episode. And like I said, this is well above 800 mil. Typically, we would have done the 800 mil tab. Last episode was when we reached over 700 mil. This week's episode, or today's episode, is going to be when we reach over, you'll see when we get in there. So it's definitely more than 800. So let's go ahead. Let's get into the bank. Let's show you guys what we got, and I'll see you guys at the bank. We are back in the bank, which I know is what everybody wants to see. And as you guys can tell from the number on the top, last episode we were at 750 mil. Today we are at 978 million. We are literally 22 million off of that 1 billion tab. So we've made a lot of progress. Unfortunately, it's not the 800 mil, but we are much, much, much closer to the 1 bill than the 800 mil would be. So just going over and reviewing, I mean, the first thing that sticks out in this tab is you guys see I got 6 dragon limbs and 2 dragon metal lumps. Now, the dragon metal lumps are actually 1 in 5,000. We got 5,474 kills since the last episode. So we actually were definitely well over drop rate in that. The dragon limbs, I believe, are 1 in 800. So if we got 6 of those, we should have gotten 4,800 kills. So we're actually under the drop rate. Still really happy with that, getting 6 of those, but we are actually under the drop rate. We probably should have gotten 1 more, but that's okay. I will take all 6 of them. Rune dragons are very, very, very consistent, and they're very easy kills. So I really do enjoy them. And as you guys can tell, we have a beautiful looking tab up here. So let's just kind of go over a couple of the highlights. So once again, guys, we will make the dragon metal lump and we will make the dragon limbs. We will turn those into their respective items, sell them for platinum tokens, and then I'll get back with you guys. We'll get a final valuation of the tab for the episode. But I just want to kind of touch upon a couple of the items and a couple of changes that are actually happening as well. So pretty much in every single episode, we've had our Runite bars. We have 20,957 of them. Now, every single kill, I do pick up the Runite bars, but as you can see, there's a bit of a discrepancy with the bones. So we're about 600 bones off of 20,957, and that's really because I've actually started killing them a little bit more differently. So the new meta with Rune Dragons is to actually not pick up any of the bones and rather use your food and make sure that you keep your food in your inventory. And once you're about halfway through your trip, to then start picking up the bones to fill in the inventory spaces as applicable. So the bones aren't really worth that much. They're worth a little bit over 2,000 each. So the amount of kills that I've actually gotten, it's not a drastic difference. As you know, if you want to do the math out here, it's roughly around 40 million that we might have missed out on if we didn't pick up any of these bones, but obviously we have. But you know, for the 5,474 kills, it's maybe an extra 10 mil or somewhere along there. So it's not terribly inconsistent. But yeah, we do choose not to pick them up, which is why you guys see the discrepancy. So moving on to a couple of the other items, as you guys can see, a lot of our rune items are now actually over that 1,000 mark, which looks really, really, really quite cool. So we have rune maces, scimitars, longswords, warhammers, even our rune plate bodies. We're still not at the 1,000 mark for those rune plate legs. Unfortunately, we are about 28 off, but we are going to be very, very, very close to them. Also, we finally got our first white stack for runes. We have 128,149 chaos runes. We actually got an increase of 32,000 chaos runes, almost 33,000, 32,954 chaos runes since the last episode, which is really, really, really cool. So very excited about that. I think it looks beautiful. My favorite item in this tab is probably the 1,405 plate bodies. Seeing that many rune plate bodies is just absolutely unbelievable. We finally also broke the 40k mark on the dragon javelin heads, which I'm very excited about. But as you guys know as well, most of the increase has actually come from our runite bars. Since the last episode, we've gotten 68 million GP just from the runite bars. So 5,474 times the 12,000 GP that they're worth is exactly where we're sitting at right now. So the other thing that actually made a difference are those dragon javelin heads, which I actually just pointed out. We roughly got 12 million from that. So, you know, from last episode to this episode, I believe we gained roughly around 200 and almost 30 mil, and 70 mil or 80 mil of that, excuse me, is made up just of those two items. So as you can tell, guys, having dragon javelin heads, doing monkey madness 2, having that consistency is extremely, extremely important. So I'm going to go ahead, and what I'm going to do is make the dragon limbs into the dragon crossbow and make the dragon lump into a dragon plate body. I'm going to sell those, put them in the GE, and actually turn those into platinum tokens. Once we do that, I'll come back into the tab. I really want to see a valuation. I know on the dragon limbs, they're roughly worth what they are showing right now based on what RuneLite is saying, but I believe the dragon metal lump is worth a little bit more when you turn it into the plate body. So I'm very curious how much closer we are to that 1 billion. I'll see you guys after I make the uniques. We are back with our fully finished unique items. We have 6 dragon crossbows from the 6 dragon limbs, and we have 2 dragon plate bodies, which we got from the dragon metal lump. So shout out to Thurko. Thank you very much for crafting those into the dragon plate bodies. I need to get 1 more smithing level, or I think maybe 2 more smithing levels, so I can actually go ahead and do it on my own account. So let's go into the Grand Exchange, guys, and actually drop all of these in. We're going to drop them all. I'm just going to drop them down by 5%. And then I'm also going to drop these in down by 5% as well. So let's go ahead and make sure they sell. Absolutely excellent. So we got 23 mil and 10 mil right there. So as you guys can see from our history, we got 10.1 mil from the dragon plate bodies and 23.774 mil from the dragon crossbow. So let's go ahead and use the coins on the banker. Yes, we want the platinum tokens. Let's head into the bank very quickly and let's just deposit all. So as you guys can see, that actually added an extra 4 million GP into the bank, 982 million GP this entire tab is worth, bringing our grand total up of platinum tokens to, let's take a look here. Our grand total is 229,534 platinum tokens. So 229 million GP just from all the uniques that we've actually gotten. Last episode, we had 195,000 platinum tokens. And as you guys can see here, we made a rough profit of around 33 million, 34 million, I think. So really, really, really cool. We are 18 mil away now before we actually made the dragon metal lumps into the dragon metal plate bodies. We actually we're about 22 mil away. So we gained the 4 million GP. I'm very, very, very excited about this. So just to fill you guys in, we're going to continue on with Rune Dragons. I'm actually hoping to finish the Rune Dragon tab this weekend. I actually have some free time to play. So maybe look out for another episode next week. I'm going to actually try to get that out as soon as possible. That will be episode 9. We will potentially move into episode 10. I'm not quite sure what I want to do for episode 10 yet. Like I said, I might do kind of a drop rate video, sort of a math video to show you guys if we actually hit drop rate on a lot of these items. I'll take the kills that I started this video with, the kills I ended this video with, and do a little bit of math and see if we actually reach the drop rate. So I kind of got to go back and determine when I actually got uniques and when I didn't. I have not been doing a very good job of actually recording those, so shame on me. I should have done a much better job. But guys, I just want to say thank you so much for always supporting the YouTube channel. I really, really, really do appreciate it. I know YouTube is very difficult for me to do right now. This is one of the series that I was extremely excited about. I know it's not, you know, compared to where YouTube was when I started this series versus where it is now with the likes of Settled and Guns Chili and, you know, even Tedious's Task Generator, all these very unique series, all these really nice editing series that are coming along. This is very, you know, cut and dry. Look into my bank. Let's go do, you know, hundreds of hours of Rune Dragons, if not over 1,000 hours of Rune Dragons. Let's go ahead and actually accomplish that. So that's what this video is. It's very raw. It's exactly what you're seeing on the screen here. So I do really appreciate all your guys' support. I really do wish that I could upload to YouTube a little bit more consistently. If there's a really cool series that I can actually get into and really start enjoying, meaning if there's a new kind of character, if I start up a hardcore again, or continue on with my current hardcore, that's something that I may actually translate over into YouTube. But as for now, the videos will kind of be a little bit sporadic, but I'm going to try to do another Rune Dragon tab video in the upcoming week. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys did make it to this point, make sure you guys do drop a like. I really, really would appreciate it. So 18 mil left to go. We're going to go ahead, get ourselves back to Lithgren, and yeah, we're going to go kill some Rune Dragons, guys.